Okay, so as the world turns in another day in the life of creating meaningless arguments on TV and on the internet and in politics that are meaningless. Um, and so I was just thinking, unless it's actually true that the government is flying people into the United States from other countries, then that does become a problem. If they're literally doing that, related to people who are illegal, and Congress has touched on that a little bit. But I was thinking for 9 years now, since Trump ran for president the first time, we have had this discussion about people being flown into the United States of America for the H-1B work. People, I've said this on social media and written about it. It's like people fly into the country for travel and tourism to visit. Some people come and visit their families that they have here. And I'm sure people from the United States do the same thing to other countries. The one thing I have learned out of all of this is that it's very hard to get citizenship in the United States, and it's going to be the same thing in other countries. I've learned that Canada does not have free health care. Like, there's people who are saying that Canada had free health care, that people would defect during the Vietnam era up to Canada, which maybe they did, maybe they didn't, but they don't have the basic services. It doesn't even really sound like that Canada is even a country. It sounds like Canada is more like a state because they are underneath Great Britain. So it's kind of like more like Justin Trudeau is kind of like a governor, even though I don't remember. I think they call him a prime minister or something like that. So, so it's kind of like Canada is more like a state than anything right now, because they still have so many big ties to Great Britain, but of course the United States has always had a good relationship with a lot of the Western European countries, and so, however, I can see at one time how all of Europe was under the dictatorship. And that's what it kind of seems like with the Cold War that happened back in, around the time of the Holocaust, the Jewish Holocaust, and the wall coming down in 1991. That Russia and that place has been oppressed. They cut off the money, and then they're not able to grow very well because they've had oppressive dictatorship leaders, is what's taking